Hello and welcome back to another Divinium demo. Today we are showing off the long-awaited Mystery Saber number 15. This one is rather unique for the way it's constructed. It's the first full metal chamber I've done that's largely 3D printed. We've got 3D printed titanium, 3D printed brass here and here from a couple different places. But we still have a certain level of hand machining and hand finishing. For example, the screw over here is hand machined, the cover is hand machined, all the pipes and tubes are hand machined, including these ones up here. These ones had to be made quite accurately to assemble everything well. And of course, it is wired and assembled fully in-house here. There are a couple cool features about this that make it unique. One such thing is the USB. For charging and data, we have this magnetic USB connector, and it works fantastically. It's very low profile, which was necessary for this because the install is tight. And it does a great job looking cool and sci-fi. That feels much more in-universe than some USB port, I think, but that's just my opinion. Still, for ease of use, because it has an 18350, we've made it so the battery is removable, and it works nicely in lieu of kill switch. This will be sent without a battery for safe shipping, but the easy way to install it is negative up, positive down, positive to the pommel, easy to remember, and you're going to press in the spring, click it down, and then the cover is symmetrical, so it'll snap on whichever way you like. We have a big 28mm Smuggler's Outpost bass speaker, a nice double illuminated crystal, and a glowing spinning plasma gate. This is configured so that it has a sort of tangible font system, but really it's just the disconnect and connect feature that we can access on Profi. So when we connect it to the emitter, we automatically switch into Saber mode, and when we disconnect, it's automatically Crystalline Workshop. The assembly of the hilt is very straightforward. We have a grip, we have a pommel, we have an upper section, and we have our emitter. Start by screwing on the pommel, and you can align this however you want because we have a cutout window here. I like to line up this section with the cutout window. And on our threads at the top here, I've stamped a little notch so you know where the alignment will line up. It's threaded and keyed very nicely. To put it in, slide it in. Line up our bit there, and screw on this bit. If it's at all out of alignment, all we have to do is screw off the pommel, and we can move it around a little bit, however we want there. You can line up whatever section you want. For the sake of this video, I'm going to use this section so you can see the plasma gate spinning. The emitter screws on nicely, and we have a few interesting details on the hilt itself that I'll go over shortly. Everything lines up perfectly. We have two switches on the back of the shroud, a thumb screw here which holds the shroud on, and a small set screw up here for the blade. This takes a 1-inch blade and fits very nicely. Now this hilt is a base of MHS parts, but it is modified a lot by some hand machining, some powder coating, and hand engraving. That's not acid etching, that is hand engraving. It was done by a sort of celebrity engraver. He works on a lot of things for celebrities. I'll be sure to link his work in the video description for anyone who wants to go check him out. We have here two tactile switches, handmade out of titanium and anodized blue. Likewise, the thumb screw on the front is handmade out of titanium and anodized blue. And we have a handful of fonts on here. Provided by the customer. Now right now you're probably thinking, is the plasma gate spinning? I don't hear it. That's because we have a very unique system for the plasma gate that kind of free floats it, so it spins quite quietly, quite quickly, and very efficiently. I won't go over all the fonts and features of this hilt, as I like the owners to explore and discover them themselves to a degree, but as always, feel free to reach out with any questions or comments and I'm happy to advise. Thanks for watching, and may the force be with you.